Hey y'all, welcome to season 3. Last time, quick little recap, 4 was the first person voted off, and the bottom 2 with him was Sawalkie, and I was not expecting him to get out this early, but he did get pretty far last season, so yeah. Anyway, let's just get this over with. So, opening scene, chaos already starts. The contestants are gathered when Darnell walks in, looking more stressed than before. He's holding his script upside down. Garfield says you're not even reading it right. Darnell says I know that. And then before he could say anything else, the portal opens and out steps Whipped Cream Cookie. Because I miss him, and he got 12th last time, so I'm bringing him back so that the teams can be even. He says, hello, did someone say this show needed more flair? And then Darnell panics flipping cards. We need even teams, so he's joining. Shadow flatly says, spit it out, the roaming legends. And then he joins this team. Why does Sawalkie have the I don't care emoji? Immediate interactions. Whipped Cream Cookie says, oh, what a chaotic group. Blossom's relieved but cautious. Memo says, finally someone competent, I think. Sawalkie says, great, another annoyance. And Pac-Man says, do you have any snacks? Darnell breaks down. He starts pacing. I can't do this. Everything is too loud, too chaotic, so he suddenly yells, I need backup. Oh no. Grumpy Bird walks in slowly, everyone goes quiet. Garfield says, oh great, the Menace is back. Garfield, you the Menace. Name one person that you wiped out. Oh wait. Nope. It's a rhetorical question. Grumpy Bear literally wiped out 7 people last season, and you wiped out none. All you did was want to weigh down on your butt the whole time, so I don't want to hear it from you. You were a terrible villain. Contestants whispered, didn't he get eliminated? No. Didn't he eliminate like half of the cast last season? I just got home, y'all. Just bear with me. You see it happening. Darnell nervously says, can you host for a bit? Grumpy Bear smirks, hey, I thought you'd never ask. Host switch. Grumpy Bear immediately goes aggressive, saying, alright, listen up, I'm in charge now, and try not to disappoint me. Darnell just backs away like, yeah, Darnell already knows what's up. You saw Grumpy Bear last season. He's pretty scary. Half of the cast was literally scared of this dude. Side scene, Darnell slowly walks over to Shadow and Pro Man, but he just stands there awkwardly, not saying anything. Shadow notices, Shadow glances at him saying, you're hovering. Darnell freezes saying, sorry, I just, pause. Shadow saws just sit down. Darnell slowly sits down beside them, clearly relieved but still nervous. Garfield watching from afar, wow, he adopted another one. What you mean? They ain't his kids. What is you talking about? Protective moment, Pro Man quietly starts to stand up, trying to leave. Shadow immediately notices saying sit. Pro Man pauses saying Shadow firm but calm, you're fine, stay. Pro Man gets flustered. He hesitates but then he slowly sits back down. Avoids eye contact, slightly tense, and says nothing. Shadow stays close watching everything. And then solid dynamic, Darnell feels safer. Pro Man is extra quiet and Shadow is completely on guard mode. And the trio is low-key becoming a thing. What do you mean? Anyway, next challenge announcement. Grumpy Bear claps loudly. Break time's over. Everyone jumps because they're scared of him. And then the location is Rio de... What is this word? I'm not even gonna bother saying that. I just got home and you already given me complicated words. Challenge today is a jungle relic race. The objective, teams must trek through jungle terrain. They must solve a stone relic puzzle and bring it back to the finish. The first 3 teams safe. Last team is up for elimination. Roaming Legends. Whipped Cream Cookie hard carries problem solving by solving the puzzle. Blossom leads well. Sidewalkie tries to sabotage again, but Mau finally snaps and says, "Do that again and we're voting you out." The tension is rising. Yeah, Mau ain't playing this season. He was in an alliance with Robin last time, and it completely shattered, because they got eliminated back to back. But now that Mau is separated from him and Sidewalkie gonna fight in the WWE area. My favorite team. Shaggy breezes through the jungle. Matt struggles again. Shaggy says, like, bro, even the vines are faster than you. Matt says, can you stop? Pencil's secretly watching everything. My least favorite team, Kick, is thriving. Fire Spirit Cookie burns part of the jungle with a crying emoji. And Favz is screaming like Coward the Cowardly Dog the whole time. I'm encouraged the Cowardly Dog the whole time. And then, for this team, Lisa solves the puzzle instantly. Bubbles hesitates again thinking about Blossom. And Buttercup carries her throughout the jungle physically. Can't both of y'all fly? Bubbles could have literally flew up there herself. Buttercup, you didn't need to carry her. I know what you was doing. But both of y'all can fly. You didn't have to do it like that. So, this team got first. Global Daredevils got second. Roaming Legends got third thanks to Whipped Cream Cookie. And my favorite team is up for elimination. Ending drama set up. Pencil looks nervous for the first time. Matt is clearly in danger. Shaggy doesn't seem worried at all suspicious. Sidewalkie barely avoided elimination again, and Darnell is now emotionally attached to Shadow and Pro-Man's space. Ending scene, final scene. Is that Clippy from HH? Woo! HH cameo, let's go. Okay, anyways, Grumpy Bear smirks saying, now this is where things get interesting. Shadow quietly, he's enjoying this way too much. Pro-Man says nothing, but stays close to him. Darnell says, thanks for letting me sit with you guys. Shadow says, don't mention it. And then the elimination ceremony is nighttime. Torches are lit. The wind's blowing thanks to Wind Archer. At the front stands Grumpy Bear, arms crossed, already unimpressed. Behind him is a box of prizes. Grumpy Bear says if you're safe you'll get one of these. And then he opens the box. Sonic Funko Pops are in there. And then Garfield says, okay, that's actually kinda cool. Contestants whisper excitedly. And then, here are the members. Honestly, I want either Pencil or Orange Blossom to go. Cause Pillow was asleep the whole time. Orange didn't do anything and Pencil was just there. I want both of these two to stay so I can see their conflict. Matt looks stressed. Pencil looks fake calm. What? Shaggy is just chilling. Shaggy says quietly to Matt, like, bro, you might want to start packing. Shaggy, you better not be doing no foreshadowing. If Shaky foreshadows this elimination, I'm gonna be so shook. Matt says you're not helping. Safe players, Grumpy Bear picks up the first pot. First safe is Orange Blossom. For what? For what? Orange Blossom didn't even do anything. They didn't even give me what she did. Bruh, she didn't even do anything. She catches it small and softly. Oh, I got a Sonic one, thank you. Second safe is Pillow Featherbed. She gasps saying it's so cute. And then these three remain. Bro, eliminate Pencil, please. She literally cheated last time. And you gonna tell me that she's still here? Shaky didn't do anything, but Matt, you kind of fumbled this season. I'm not gonna lie. You went from one of the most powerful challenge beasts to being in the final three by fumbling. Grumpy Bear says bottom three, let's talk. Are we gonna get a therapy session? Final three explanations for Shaky. Grumpy Bear says you did well in the challenge, but you're a problem. What? What's that supposed to mean? Contestant roasting team morale issues and distracting Matt on purpose. Oh, I was finna say. Shaky says like that's kind of the point, man. Facts. Pencil. Grumpy Bear says you think you're slick, sabotaging other teams, messing with the Lantern Challenge last episode, and not as innocent as she acts. I'm not that innocent. Pencil smiles nervously. I don't know what you're talking about. Grumpy Bear says sure you don't. And then Matt. And then there's you. Slowing the team down, dropping the ramen and struggling in the jungle. Matt clenches his fist saying, I tried. Grumpy Bear says not good enough. Grumpy Bear, don't clock Matt like that. First Black Imposter, now him? You know what, whatever. Grumpy Bear grabs a paw. Safe as Shaggy. He catches it easily saying, like, I knew I was fine. Matt says, of course you are, and then the final two is Matt and Pencil. If Shaky foreshadowed this elimination, bro, I'm gonna be so shook. But I think Pencil's getting eliminated, though, because she cheated, and it's not gonna last very long. The tension is thick. Pause. Final result. Pencil's going home, y'all. Pencil, pack your bags. Grumpy Bear smirks saying the last Sonic Funko Pop goes to. Pencil, you're done. Pencil, you're going home. Pack your bags. Pencil! She catches it relieved saying, wow, that was close. Ain't no way this Ultra Instinct dude foreshadowed the elimination ceremony. Bro, ain't no way Shaggy foreshadowed this elimination. Bro, what in the world? Bro, Shaggy's just a goat like that. Man says seriously? This dude went from 4th place to 2nd person voted off because of Shaggy's foreshadowing. Shaggy says like GG, bro. Don't say GG, bro. You were really roasting him the entire time. You were literally roasting Matt the entire time. I don't want to hear no GG from Matt. This is not your day. Matt says stop talking. Orange Blossom looks sad. For what? Because he's black like you. Pillow Feather Man waves goodbye. Pencil quietly smirks. Matt turns around before leaving, saying, Shaggy, you're gonna regret this. Shaggy just shrugs, saying, like, sure, man. Matt gets launched off dramatically. And in the final moment, Grumpy Bear says one down, plenty more to go. Cut away. Pencil quietly to herself, that worked out perfectly. Shaggy's staring off, he wasn't even the biggest threat. And then... what in the world? Shaggy low-key dangerous. He ain't dangerous, he's the GOAT. He foreshadowed the elimination, and then he go have the audacity to tell Matt GG's when he literally roasted him the entire time. Don't be saying no good game to Matt when you were literally... Bruh. Shaggy, you are the funniest man in this cast. Cause why you have the audacity to tell him GG's when you were literally roasting his butt the entire time? Oh my god. Bro, Shaggy's the funniest character in this season. Jesus.